Miss Susan here with another Take It, Make It, a popsicle stick turtle made with yarn and a pom-pom, and we'll add a magnet on the back. So let's get started. In the kit that you picked up at the Children's Services desk, there will be a frame, a pom-pom, a dark colored pom-pom. There will be a brown yarn and a green yarn. The brown is longer than the green, and a magnet, plus a little instruction booklet. So I am going to show you how to start, just in case you don't have the kit. I'm going to show you just how to make the frame real quick. The best way to make it is with a hot glue gun. So the first two, put a dot in the middle and take one of your popsicle sticks, and you're going to make an X or a T. Hopefully you can see on the screen that that's basically right in the center. You want it as close to the center as possible. So then the next one is just going to go cross right over that. So we're going to put another dot. Have a parent do this part for you. We don't want anybody burning themselves. And I'm using the low heat glue gun, and it worked perfectly for this. I didn't need a lot of glue. You only need a little dab. There. And now it's pretty much set. So we are going to be using the frame that came in the kit. So you will start by taking the end and tying it right along the center like that. Okay, just tie a knot. Actually, I'm going to double tie it. Just like that. So you have it in there. So you want to take, and you don't have to trim this off actually, but we will need the scissors later because at the end you will need to trim it. So we can just tuck that like that. So I just tucked the little, if I can focus on that, there you go. I just tucked it underneath. So we're going to take your pom-pom. Now some of the pom-poms are brown, some are black, some are green. Doesn't really matter. I just kind of wanted them to be a dark color. Now, if you're doing this without a kit, you could use a cotton ball. This is just to make the turtle a little more puffy. As you can see, he has a bigger back. So we're just going to go like this, and now watch how I'm doing this. So I've got it basically on there, so it's secure. But now it kind of matters how you're doing this. So I'm going down and then up and then coming across and up and going across and up. So I'm basically going, every time I'm trying to cross in front or over, see, like that. I want to cross over the puff that I'm using. Oh, and what I was saying was, if you are doing this without the kit, you can use a cotton ball, but the cotton balls are white. So it's sometimes difficult to hide the cotton ball. At least with this, if a little bit of black, a little bit of green is showing through, it just makes it look like it's part of the turtle. So I'm going down right here, but I'm not coming up here. I'm coming up over here. So going down here, skip over 1, 2, come up, go to the next section over, go down, then come up 1, 2, up here, and come back down. And that's what you want to do. You just want to start doing that to kind of get it covered You want to make sure that you are, let's see, come up, go down. I'm going to come up over here. I'm trying to make sure that I'm covering as much of this black as I can of the pom-pom. Sometimes it's a little difficult. You just want to make sure you're crisscrossing over it. You want to make sure, see how that's turning out? Can you see how that is? Make sure you see how I'm doing that. And I just want to make sure I'm covering as well as I can. It may not be perfect, but that's okay because it's a unique turtle. Okay, now we're going to get more serious with the crossing over. So now I want, so it's fairly well covered, at least enough that I'm happy with it. So now when I'm doing this, it's going to be more on the legs than anything. So let's see, I'm going down here. It's going to be up here, down here. So now do you see where I'm ending up? I'm ending up out here. Wait a minute, let me see here if I can show you this. Okay, I'm going to try to bring it down here. And like I said, it doesn't really matter if you get it right or wrong. This is just, you get to practice with the weaving. It's kind of a type of weaving. I'm trying to go slow enough so you can see where I'm going with these. So that one came here. So that's 1, 2. No, I think I like it better over here. And I'm out on the legs, remember. See, that's the big difference here, is I'm out on these legs now. And I want to make sure that, as you can see, I'm building it up. You see how it's getting built up right here? Make sure you can see that. I'm building up on the outside of the turtle. So I'm going down his legs, down his tail, up his neck, everywhere. And I just keep going like this. If you feel, you want to go like this, just make sure you bring it around like this, okay? So that you can see that, so that they're over here instead of coming across this. Okay, so let's move along now. I'm going to go a little faster so that we can get to the green part. Get to the green yarn. The green yarn, we're going to follow basically the same thing on the green. Okay. There we go. So now you see I have a little tail left. I'm just going to circle it around. And he's starting to really look like a turtle. Now we're just going to tuck this in. You know what? No, I think I'm going to tie it. I'm going to tie it right there. I'll show you in a sec. Let me get this tied and then I'll pull it up so you can see what I did. So I looped it and then just pull tight, pull down tight. You can see that. And then I have the little tail and then I'm just going to stick it in. Just stick it in here underneath everything. Okay, I'm just going to, actually I think I'm going to use the end of this and stick it in there. It'll stick in. There. Could also use a dab of glue if you wanted to. So we're at the point where you should have a top. See, look at that. See how big that turtle's shell is? And then you have the bottom, the belly. And this is where we're at right now. That's about how it should look. Okay, so now we're going to take the green yarn. It's a little bit shorter than the brown because we're not going to go back over that. So I want to start, I think I'm going to start down here. This looks like a good spot. And I'm going to tie another knot, just like on your shoes. Oops, it came off, but let's loop it. So I have the loop. That might actually be easier to loop it before you put it on. And I'm just going to stick it down in here. And I'm going to go with that. And I'm just going to put another knot on it. Just one more. See, just like that. Now we're going to tuck that in later. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to loop and come up and loop and come up. And you know, it doesn't matter which direction you go around the turtle. I happen to be, I think, going the left direction, which is probably considered the wrong direction. But it just felt more natural on camera to do it this way. Okay, let's see here. Come up over here. And now you can kind of see where we're going with this. You can definitely see the difference on this. You can see how we're doing this pattern, okay? This one's going to go here. And as I said before, doesn't matter if you get it a little wrong. You can also back up and do another row, back up and redo a row if you wanted to. Doesn't really matter which way you want to do it. Okay, and so I'm done with that one. So now the underside, of course, is going to look a little messy, but that doesn't matter because that was not what our goal was. The goal is the top. So I'm just picking a spot here to tie it off. You might need a mom or dad to help you, or other adult, maybe an aunt or an uncle, to get that last little knot in, because they can be tricky to keep it all together and get that knot in there. Let's see, I'm going to pull this tight, and then I'm going to pull. See, I'm not even getting it right. See, even I don't get it always the right way. What I really need is a crochet hook, and I don't have one with me here. I have those at home, but I don't have them here. Yeah, I'm making a mess of this one, but that's okay, because what we're going to do is I'm just going to tuck it in, and we aren't going to worry about it, because it really, see, no one's going to see that. It's just tucked in there. And that's the basic body part of the turtle. Okay, so now we have some gel pens. Let's see here. Oh, these are actually glitter markers, but I have some gel pens that I want to use to make the eyes and the feet. I think I'm going to do this. So let's see here. I'll make sure you guys can see. So that's a foot. These glitter pens and gel pens are really a lot of fun. You can just get very creative with what you want to put on these. Let's see, I want to do the other feet. Here, let's see if you guys can see what I put on the foot. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, I kind of went overboard with my turtle, didn't I? That's pretty much it except for the magnet. So I'm going to put a magnet on in a minute. And I wanted to show you this guy. See, I drew, let's see if I can get it in the right angle. Can you see the little eyes and the little nostrils? I even put a little mouth at the end of his, at the end of the stick there. And this, I just put little toes, like little claws, because they have little claws to dig. That's how they make their little nests. And here is the magnet. So all you need to do is peel this off like that. Now remember, mine's a little damp right now. And just put it in here like that. And that's all you need to do. And now it will stick to. Well, that was fun, making a popsicle stick turtle. Well, I hope you had fun today, and I hope to see you again real soon at the Fountaindale Public Library. Bye!